Thanks, bud.
You need a
I
hat.
do, you know. I don't wear a
Well,
hat.
here we are. Welcome to After the Flag. Kansas. Hi, Mark.
Hi.
After the Flag.
And Mark's got the broadcast plan.
Yeah, Mark.
No, I
Rookie.
don't.
Yeah, he don't
Stop.
now. He don't now.
Stop.
But he did.
Stop being a rookie, Mark.
Nuh-uh.
I'm going to clue you in. Whatever I say is going to be on the broadcast. Whatever you say will also be on the broadcast.
But
Along with, oh my God, look at the drivers.
It's a list.
All
I
right,
can't
let's do
see
it.
the chat then.
Here we go. Why am I not able to pull them in?
I don't know, but I can help you if you like. I'll start at the bottom. You go to the top, I'll start at the bottom.
Oh my gosh. It's nonstop tonight. All right.
Wow.
Everybody's here? Sorta? DP,
Yep.
I don't know what you're streaming, but I'm not gonna show it, so too bad.
How do I blur this on my dirty roommate on here?
Congratulations, Amanda. I tried.
Thank you.
Well, I guess we're going to start with that. Let's go right over to standings and pull that thing up because that's what we're looking for right there.
Who's
Amanda
in?
Sherman by
Yes, sir.
12 freaking points. You locked yourself in the top 16.
Heck yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's pretty huge. Oh my God, Philip. What's that thing on your face? Anyway.
Caterpillar.
Yeah. Okay, cool. All right. We're going to do this how we always do from left to right. Here we go. Austin Edstrom, driver of the number 87, finishing third tonight, man. It was a good race. Yeah, may have had a little issue coming on pit road. It may have been caught on the broadcast. And Tanner may have called you out on it.
He definitely should have. That was, like I said in the interview, 2 weeks in a row. 2 weeks in a row, I've done something dumb. So hopefully we got all that stupid stuff out of the way before the playoffs.
Fair enough.
It was crazy. It was crazy.
Fair enough. You know, other than that, look, you also overcome going through the grass. That was not your fault. So one mishap can't totally offset the good that you did tonight. You did very well.
Appreciate that. My thing is, it's 2 weeks in a row I've hurt somebody else, right? Like, I know I'm aggressive as hell, maybe one of the most, if not the most aggressive in the league. And
that's Smurf Penny given right now.
Hell no. You ever raced Kyle Wellman?
Okay, well, that's fair. That's a fair point. I'll take
Mark Arthur
any day on that. But with Jamie, like I said last week, it was dumb because me and him had a guaranteed 1-2 if it runs green. This week it's stupid because I'm running 1-2 with my teammate, and we can play some games up at the front the rest of the race and hold on to the lead. One of us are going to win, and I give him a speeding penalty. I mean, I couldn't tell you last time I've seen somebody bump somebody to give him a speeding penalty like that.
That was my thoughts. And you didn't hit him that hard either. It wasn't like you drilled him. What was it? Was it 0x?
Yeah, it was a 0x.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
It's just I hit him whenever I was going 52, slamming on the brakes to get down.
Oh no, 52 is what you bumped me up to.
Yeah,
you hit me at 55.
So I just missed where the cone was. I mean, simply my mistake.
Settle down there, 41. I'll get to you when I get to you.
Yeah, I'm sure I'll get an earful from him.
Yeah, you don't even have your camera on, man. Quiet down.
12 car. Mark Arthur. You were this close. You missed 2 races, and you were still this close.
Story of my life.
That's a true story of his old life.
What more could you do? You were running up front, and then all of a sudden you weren't, and
if y'all would have let me run in the ARCA car or something, and y'all ran in this piece of crap, I'd have probably been all right.
I hate him.
Heads up real quick, Dylan's in the waiting room.
We'll bring you up.
Oh yeah, he's in the wrong waiting room. There we go. Okay.
Can I join you in the ARCA car?
Let's see. But Mark, at the end of the day, a 21st after taking a couple weeks off. You had a pretty damn good run. I think first stage you got some bonus points and everything.
Those stages I got bonus. I was doing perfect, and then
you got 8 in one of them in the first one.
And I don't know. I think it's pretty much what Austin was talking about, that dirty air. Once I got back there in traffic, the car. I mean, I was doing exactly the same thing, and the car was just crap. So I don't know. And then bumping Sherman, I think I got a little bit of wheel damage probably, and it was all she wrote after that.
Well, stay off from my teammate, cheating son of a gun.
Yeah, I think he needs to get the hell out of that motion rig, man. He goes down the straightaway. It looks like he's DUI
Ah, right on.
sometimes down the straightaway. I
Okay,
don't know
Mark,
if it's
you got to stop now because you're not to my immediate side anymore. Dylan Banks is. Dylan, very, very tough night for you, buddy. I'm sorry to say that. But the 48 ended up coming back and finishing 9th, which honestly has got to feel a little bit like a victory right there. No mic, brother. No mic.
Yeah, try again.
Peace. There we go. Better.
There you
Yeah.
go.
Kind of.
It's part of racing, man. It happens. Just sometimes you're in the wrong place at the wrong time, and I was in the wrong place in the wrong time. But not mad, not frustrated at all. Just gonna move on and
Perfect.
go to victory. Try to go victory lane more.
You know, there's plenty of real world drivers that would kill for a top 10 week in and week out. So I guess if you think of it like that, you're doing all right. And the other side I have to mention was the kiss at the end. I really did appreciate that.
That was cute. That was really cute.
Y'all got
That was a 4X kiss, by the way.
Oh, that was like
after, though.
that was a little tongue then.
That
It
was
was
a
more than
tongue.
just a little peck. Yeah,
Yeah.
the 4X.
But I had over 2 minutes of damage, so it cost me with no cautions at all. It cost me big time on stage points. Missed out on a lot of stage points and had wheel damage the rest of the night, and it was just plowing tight with the wheel damage. So did all I could do to try to put myself in position to get a good finish. So it's really nothing I could do. It's nobody's fault. I'm not blaming anybody. It's part of racing. It happens.
Right on. All right. Let's see. We already talked to 12, and no, you don't get to go again.
Why not?
No.
You know what I'd say? This car
No.
sucks.
89 car, Philip Van Vliet, one of the TNA drivers that has launched himself into the championship hunt. Philip finished 14th tonight. You definitely were up and down through the field here tonight. What was going on there? Was it that dirty air that we keep talking about?
Oh, for sure. You know, you get back in traffic like that, and it was hard to do anything. Seemed like everybody wanted to try and get up front so they could get in some clean air, but yeah, once you were back there, it took a while until everybody burned their tires off. Then I was able to make some moves, but you know me, I'm there at the end, but not at the beginning. So that's how I race, I guess. But,
Well, you actually were kind
hell
of
is
there
he
in the
doing?
beginning. I mean,
yeah,
you had a very good qualifying effort here tonight, which
Yeah.
I was happy to see. In fact, everybody except for the eventual race winner had a pretty good qualifying.
that was kind of funny, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, starting up in 5th like that, yeah, I ended up like what 10th, I think, first stage.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, as long as you could stay in some clean air, not abuse that right front too much. But on the long run, I was all right. Like I said, I was catching everybody at the end there, but you know, it's the way it goes. Stage racing, I hate it.
Poochie. Look at the Poochie right there. I saw that. Saw the Pooch.
That's Astrid.
That
I'll
is.
never forget Mark's dog's name.
I thought you were
Anyway.
fighting your camera for a second. I didn't know what the hell you were doing up there, Mark. Sorry, Chris. Go ahead.
Thought he was going to moon us. Wouldn't be the first
Oh.
time. Probably wouldn't be the last time.
Yeah, they'll grow up one day. You know, one day they will.
Yeah. Let's see. Finishing 24th tonight. We've already kind of said a big congratulations to her, but Amanda, what in the hell happened? You qualified like I've never seen you qualify before, and then you forgot how to race.
Yeah, I tell you what, we did some TNA practice, and I just, bitched the entire time in practice. The track was like 124 degrees in practice. It was tight. It was awful. Said, I hate this. Got out in the session practice. It felt really good. Qualified great. Felt confident. And you know what? That's why I'm always very cautious on any type of starts, because I don't know how far I could push it. And I got a little bit loose, and sometimes I really wish people would realize I'm not as good as them, because I felt horrible, and I dragged my car against the wall. I had 3.5 minutes of damage. I still had over 2.5 at the end of the race, and at that point I'm like, well, shit, I am where I am. I'm not going to overdrive it. I just got to hope Mark and Larry and the rest of them get more penalty points. I had my 4X from that issue, and I said that's all I'm getting because I'm not going to get any more penalty points. And then I just raced my race and stayed clean so I could get every point I could. And that's pretty much how my season goes. What am I, 4 seasons in now and always on the bubble? And this year I actually finally made it, so kind of happy.
Yeah, and you've done it kind of the way you've done it tonight, which was, look, you don't give yourself enough credit. You never have, and you slip back to 24th, but caution free. You never dropped out of the race. You don't lose spots by not being on the track, and that paid dividends for you this season so far. How do you think your chances are going forward?
I honestly haven't really even looked at the schedule. I know we're going to be on vacation 1 week, and I said in TNA, I said I might have to learn how to do a start and park for that Sunday night when we're down in Florida because, I want to give it my all, but I want to be cautious. We all know I'm not going to make it to the end, but if I could get to the first round, I'd be very happy, but I really got to look at the schedule and see what tracks.
Hey, if Rick Thompson can make it to the end of the bracket when everybody doubts him, you can make it to the Final Four. You'll be the playoff buster.
Yep. I like it.
Excellent. All right, driver of the number 28, Brian Zimmerman, finishing second tonight. Brian, what else did you have to do? You had mentioned during the interview maybe waiting a little bit longer before trying to make a move on Cody. Now that you've had a couple of minutes, do you think that still would have been it, or was it something earlier in the race you could have done?
No, I think that was about the best shot I had. When we caught him, we had a little bit better speed than they did at that time, so I had to make the move when I did. I was hoping to get track position, maybe get a caution with 20 to go or something, and get some fresh tires. But no, that's about all I had. He was saving. We got around him, and I tried to gap him a little bit, but he was able to hang in there. And I don't think that if he had pushed it, we probably would have never got around him. But I know he was probably saving there. That's why we got by him, but just couldn't get any distance on him. And then that right front was starting to burn down. So no, really nothing. I could have tried to follow him a while, but I think that the dirty air would have just wore the right front out faster. So that was probably about the best we could hope for, was second tonight.
It's funny that you say you think you were saving it, because that's my guess too. We're going to find out right now. Cody Heinzman, were you saving anything in those tires in case Simi got a run on you?
Yeah, the entire last run and even the run before it, but more so on that last run when I had the clean air from the start, it was less concern about, people getting runs on me and more so trying to run that high line in a way that I could preserve that right front especially. So left side tires below the seam in both corners and then trying to steer it with the right rear. And whenever they did get runs, when it comes to Austin, I fought him really hard because I knew he wanted to be on the high line, and that's where I was. When it came to Zimmy, he was on the bottom the whole time, so I didn't fight him too hard. I figured he'd burn up the right front a lot more running over there, and he would probably be a little bit better to get back around. So that was kind of how I played that, and it ended up working out. But I'll tell you what, I was floored when Zimmy came back that second time, still running the bottom, and got up alongside me, and I was speechless at that point, but I'm glad we held on.
Yeah, we had a good run, but it was you had it the whole time, but it was fun running with you.
I thought it was interesting because there was only a few drivers that were really running the bottom line and actually being well enough at doing it so they weren't using up the stuff. Zimmy, you were definitely one of them. Hunter Lagunas tried it earlier in the race, but man, he absolutely fell way back and then ended up finishing fourth. So yeah, there's a couple of guys out there. Brian Dees was another one that was running that bottom line.
It was good for a short run, but if you go full, I knew if we were in that entire last segment there without a caution, it would not have held up. I was just hoping for a caution with 10, 15 to go, have track position, but that was the game plan we had to go with.
Gotcha, Tanner. Tanner, would you like to share?
No, you're good.
Do you have bubble gum for the rest of us?
No, I don't.
You don't want to know.
He's got some tea that he doesn't want to share.
Yeah.
All right. Well, speaking of tea, hi Dalton.
Hi.
Man, oh man, Dalton.
Yeah,
I don't even know what to say. I really
I
don't.
don't either. I don't either, really.
Stage
the
one,
laundry list
stage
continues to
2.
grow.
You gotta say fuck Austin. That's
I know what
you
to say.
That's what I was. Right. How do you feel, Dalton,
Wrong
about him?
show.
I don't know. I don't know what I have to do. That's been
Right.
2 weeks in a row I've been in the lead and something's happened out of my control. I mean, I know Austin didn't mean to do it. You know, it sucks that something different keeps happening to me.
I didn't mean to do it either, Dalton.
I know you didn't mean to either. I know you were racing hard, and this car sucks on old tires, so we have to try to get what we can.
Yeah, he couldn't pass in his car.
Yeah,
terrible.
That's why I was as frustrated as I was when I got the speeding penalty, because all the work I did to stay up front and stay consistent and keep the car out of the wall just went to crap.
I thought of 0x up to that point.
Is that I remember
you and I were? I guess we're both on 0x there. So
yeah. And we barely touched. I was like, really?
Yeah. And I'm sorry for chirping, but obviously I was a little frustrated with how my night was going.
Shoot, I came back up on the track when me and Corey got together, and Mike Massengill, plowed me in the rear for a 0x.
Oh, no homo.
And I barely touched you and got a 4x. Crazy.
Is there any chance we could have a rule written in the off season where the guy that does the pushing down pit road gets the penalty instead, and we clear the other guy's black flag? Because
I did hear you ask that. That's a cool
I get not
gesture.
doing it in the moment because it's not in the rule book, but maybe for next year, because I should have been the one penalized for that, right? Like, I'm the one that made the mistake. Dalton got down.
Yeah, but here's the thing:
speed.
if it was Dylan, would you ask for it to clear? So
that's a fair point.
Cody or somebody like that, right?
That's why I yelled at Kyle last week. Kyle bumping me going on pit road. You just yell at him.
In the moment, no, I would not have asked. Well, I don't know. Maybe I would have.
But you wouldn't even know he had it, right? You wouldn't even know you gave him speed penalty,
Well, that's a fair point.
unless he bitched about it. So
if the rule is there, then at least he can be like, Austin just bumped me down pit road and gave me a black flag, and I'll be like, yeah, I did do that. Or you could check the tape to see if it was legitimate. I suppose.
You know what a better rule is?
Don't hit him.
The guy.
Don't bump people on pit road.
Yeah, that would work. That would work.
It looked like a real life crash. It was like Austin looked down at his phone or something. Didn't know Dalton was making a turn, and then boom, just right there.
No, just.
Well, it's crazy right there at the entrance too. People are checking up, trying to get down to speed, and they check up more than you check up, and you bump them.
It was such a slight.
At the same time you bump them, then they're speeding.
It was such a slight bump too, just enough to see him over the line.
Well, I thought it was.
Hey,
it wasn't big.
I was going 10 mile an hour faster.
Perfect play, Austin.
Wow,
Austin, that was textbook, man.
It would have been great if I won, right? If that's it for a green white checkered, yeah, sure, I'll pull that on Cody for the championship, I guess. Come the last race, I don't know, but
right.
Clip it. Just kidding. If that happens,
please, for the love of God, please. I will just put it in the wall. Right? If I do that, I'll wreck myself intentionally because can't win a championship off of that.
That's not the best way, right?
No.
All right. Well, Dolan, better luck next week. I don't know what else to tell you, buddy. I really don't.
I don't know what else to do. I've been leading.
Yeah.
I've been in the perfect spot.
The only thing I can say is I wish I had as many troubles as you and still able to be in the same point situation as you. So you're doing something right. Man. So
hey, guess what? You got about the same amount of points as everybody else.
That's true. It's big reset goes on tonight, right, Mark?
Yeah.
Yep.
I got to figure out playoff points.
Just got hardly any playoff points because
a
lot of these took me out of chance to win.
They don't go. To
yeah, but that's like 1 point.
Well, it's better.
Wins are worth 3.
Yeah.
For only the first round, it does not matter.
Right.
Cody said you wasn't winning anyway.
We got the driver of the number 81. We got to get through this. Dustin Ping, you finished top 10 here tonight, buddy. Ping, he probably fell asleep already.
Hell yeah, brother.
Somebody ping him.
Ping.
That's what's up. Oh, I see what you did there.
Another person I couldn't get around. Saved my life.
Okay,
that's Mr. Excitement.
No Dustin Ping. How about you, Hunter?
The Junker.
Yeah, no kid.
Oh, there you are. Hey, finishing 4th.
Yeah.
You were running that bottom line until you burned up your tire a little bit.
I don't know. Felt pretty
don't-
good there all race. So I would say, I mean, I probably burned it up, but I mean,
I would
blew
say
by
you did
tires.
because you lost about 7 spots. And then you had to, go,
Yeah,
then,
well,
then
no,
you had to work
that-
way back forward.
That was my fault. I was going to go with Zim, but I went on a different strategy than Zim. I was going to say, well, I try to save. I fell too far back is what it was. It just I ended up digging my own hole, but oh well. Still kind of came back, but
I mean,
whatever.
finished 4th.
Yeah.
It's a good finish, bud.
Well, especially for the junker.
Yeah.
No kidding.
We got somebody in here, first time ever.
We got race control.
Race control. Tom.
What's going on, y'all? How you doing?
Doing really well, buddy. Look, regular season's done. We're down to playoffs. As somebody who's been watching every race, kind of like Tanner and I, maybe a little closer. How's the season been for you so far? First year with BPL.
I mean, all in all, I mean, you know, I knew a lot of the guys that raced BPL, so I kind of knew what I was expecting when I jumped into the role as RC. It wasn't, you know, I wasn't expecting terrible racing, you know, except Martinsville, and some other.
Martinsville's great. It was
short
great.
tracks here and there. 33 cautions. That's great. Anyways,
I had a great time calling it.
That was a long night. But all in all, I mean, you know, you got a lot, you know, good amount of respect out there for drivers, and you know, good amount of awareness and stuff. And you know, I'm gonna be that guy that, you know, got a lot of guys that say they blame the car, but you know, it's not always the car's fault, right? The next gen cars
Who you
are
directing that to, Tom?
Huh?
Who you directing that to?
Everybody and anybody who bitches about the car. I mean, there's people that bitch about it in every league that runs it.
Right,
you know
yeah,
what I
for
mean?
sure, for sure.
Can we give race control a vote on the car next season? Unrelated.
If he's going to vote for the next gen car, absolutely not. He sounds to be a next gen apologist.
I mean,
that's my point.
I love the next gen car, but we do open sets, so it makes it 10 times.
Oh, that's fine.
When it comes to fixed sets, the next gen sucks. Open setups, it's fine.
Yes.
So y'all
I should know the one open set race I did in the next gen I won.
I think,
and the car felt pretty good.
Fixed set, right? It should be, you know, COT Gen 5, Gen 4, something like that.
How about the 4 cylinders? They're coming out with the 4 cylinders soon.
Hell yeah.
They're coming out
next build.
Next build. Yeah.
Dega. Hitting 80 miles per hour down the backstretch, bro.
I say short track it the whole season.
Absolutely. Hey,
there we go.
All right.
It's speaking to my heart.
Final thought time here from After the Flag. Austin Edstrom, you're the lucky dog. Go first.
Rapid fire.
I'm excited for the playoffs. Just gotta clean up the mistakes.
Radio Dylan Banks.
Congrats everybody. Made the playoffs. Good luck to everybody. Just have a great rest of the season.
Marcus.
10 more races in the dumb bitch.
Marcus.
Marquises. 10 more races in this thing, huh? All right. All right. Philip Van Vliet.
Hey, I'm just happy to make the playoffs. First time, so we'll see where we go from here.
Got a good season. Really good season up to this point.
Pretty huge. Tanner Marr.
Don't even know where we're heading out next week to start the playoffs, but I'm excited.
We are not racing next week. We
right,
start the playoffs in 2 weeks at Phoenix.
Oh, thank God. I got 2 weeks.
Next week is a holiday.
Phoenix.
That makes sense.
Yep, Labor Day.
Labor Day. I'll be at the real racetrack. Amanda Sherman.
Ditto to Philip. Super excited to make the playoffs for the first time. And now that I know Phoenix is our next race, I'm going to force Corey to teach me how he runs Phoenix because he's really good there. And I've always been a back of the pack driver there. So I will actually put some effort in because I didn't practice till 3 o'clock this week. So I'm going to actually put some practice in.
Weren't you the same person who said you were going to be practicing all week for tonight?
Yeah, and then really sunny weather, a big back deck, and a couple 30 packs got in the way.
Well, I don't know if you guys know this or not, but Amanda is the one that puts the TNA in TNA, if you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, the original TNAs are gone.
Brian Zimmerman, final thoughts heading into next 2 weeks from tonight.
Well, congratulations, Cody, on the win tonight, and everyone that made the playoffs. And hopefully we can have some nice clean races here in the playoffs and see who can come out on top.
Radio Cody Heinzman.
It was great to see some good runs from people who really needed some good runs. Amanda's qualifying, and then we had Zimmy up there. We had Larry Bell up there. We had Paulson up there. That was great to see some of those faces. So can't wait for next week or 2 weeks from now.
Yeah, that was a very interesting thing. Is it wasn't just the same old people inside of the top 10. It was pretty cool to see that. Speaking of people inside of the top 10, Don Kilrow.
Well, admin, should I go ahead and announce it actually? While we're on here as well as
Sure. Yeah.
So, we are making a couple changes going into the playoffs, actually. We're getting rid of a tire set, so we're only going to have 3 in the pits. And then we're also going to be changing the fuel down to 60%. And leaving the stages how they are. So, switch things up a little bit. Keep the playoff drivers on their toes.
The game
add a little
just
bit more
changed a little
strategy
bit.
into it. And just try to not make it seem like we're punting the season and giving up on it. So we're still trying to add some excitement to a lot of it. And
Playoffs are not winning in, right? For each round, they're not winning in.
Correct. I mean, if the win is going to count, you have to show up to all 3 races.
Damn. Okay.
That's
we don't do winning in anymore, though, right? Didn't
Right.
we take that
Well,
out?
Yeah, we don't.
Actually,
there's no-
yeah. I forgot we took that out.
There's no winning in.
No winning in. No winning in.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Dang.
But
But
yeah.
we do winning in. You have to do all 3 races for it to
Right.
Oh, so then we shouldn't have said something. Dang.
But if I
No, I
miss
said
a
when
race,
we do.
like in round 2, for instance, if I still point my way in, I'm fine.
We're good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure.
Yeah.
But
don't miss a race.
some track. I don't know.
Yeah, we try
Or
to
wide of Richmond.
straight point it in because we don't want people doing one race and being like, well, I can miss the next 2 races. So we want cars.
Yeah, very
out
lame.
there. Yeah.
It would be pretty lame.
There's
Unless it's
people
like
that do
Darlington
it,
or
though.
something.
You know,
I feel like Tom would be one of them people.
what are you talking about?
All right, final thoughts, Junker.
Can't complain.
It's quick and to the point. I like that. Tom, how about yourself?
Just congrats to all the drivers that made the playoffs. And I'm excited to see what these rule changes do, and hopefully put on the rest of a good season. And looking forward to it.
I will have to throw in there real quick, Tom. Thank you so much for picking up this season because it is super, super awesome having live race control, and it was going to suck if we didn't. So thank you again if I haven't said it this season.
I think we're going to have to find somebody else. 'Cause I think Tom wants to race next season.
Thank you, Toilet Bow.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he don't want to race next season. He don't want to do that.
It'll depend on what car y'all pick, and we will see what happens. I think my race control duties are. I'm booked for another league next year for like 3 races, and we're cutting back some league stuff on front row. So we'll see what happens.
Mini stocks next year.
Ooh, I like it.
Mini stocks.
You can do it on
I'm
Saturday.
telling you, that could be a thing.
That could be the winner series.
Final thoughts from me. First of all, it looks like Mark and Cody are tied for the bracket challenge. Bracket winner tiebreaker was the question, and the answer was Mark had one better pick than Cody. So if I had to say our bracket champion,
Mark wins. He can win something. He can win something.
That's not official. I have no say
I love this
in
car.
that, but I would say. Other than that, it's been a heck of a good season so far. I can't wait to get into the championship run here. 10 more races to decide it all. It's going to be a lot of fun. I can't wait to bring you all the action live here on True Sim Productions. And then I'm going to break my race rig out and see about going around in circles. Y'all have yourselves a great night. Make sure you take care of yourselves and each other. We are out of here.
Take care and brush your hair. And if your name's not Mark, change your underwear.
It ain't